Yes.
Um, So the code starts from main in line 23, which is calling line 18, which is defining main, which is starting up the hook, which is telling all the other parts of the code to run, because it's the function that orchestrates the program's flow. And it then goes to line 19, which is using the get input function to call line 2, which is defining get input. So it starts to run line 3, which is asking the user for their input and saving that input into a variable named input string. Line 4 will now use the split function to split up the input string into a list of strings and then save the list of string into a variable named list of string. Line 5 then uses a for loop to loop that list of strings and uses the int function to change that list of strings into a list of numbers and save that list of numbers into a variable named list of numbers. And now goes to line 6, which returns that list of numbers to be saved in a variable named list of numbers in line 19. And the code now moves on to line 20, which uses the calculate sum function to call line 9, which is defining calculate sum. And the reason why list of numbers is in the brackets because we're telling the calculate sum function to expect an argument. So we move on to line 10, where it is using the sum function to sum up that list of numbers and save whatever it gets into a variable named sum of numbers, which then returns a sum of numbers to line 20 in main to be saved in a variable named sum of numbers. So it goes to line 21 now, so that display sum, the function display sum can call line 14, which is defining display sum. The reason why we have both sum of numbers and list of numbers inside the brackets is because we're telling that particular code that it should expect 2 arguments instead of 1. So we now go to line 15, which prints off our answer, and the sum of list of numbers is your sum of numbers, which then ends the code.
That's very good. That's very. So our code starts from what line and ends in what line?
The code starts from line 23 and ends in line 15.
Unlike regular English literature that starts from one and ends start from the top and ends at the bottom, this starts from here and ends here, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's run the code. What numbers are we going to put?
5, 7, 9, and 6.
All right. The sum of 5, 7, 9, and 6 is what?
27.
All right. Congratulations. You did well.